Well, hello, my 2A mofos. If you're new, go ahead and like, sub, and comment. Seeing how the channel's small and I just started it, it would help, and I appreciate it. Before we get into this, I do want to talk about builds. And yes, I understand a lot of people out there know how to build ARs, guns in general. But if you do need help or advice, I would gladly help you. And I will make videos on how to build them. Unfortunately, I can't post them on YouTube, but I can make another account on something else, some other platform that does allow it, and go through the full step-by-step build on an AR. And I mean full build. I know there's some videos out there where, they just show you certain parts like your upper, and then you have to find another video to do your lower. I'll show everything in a video, one whole video, one shot. If that is something you guys do want to see, just let me know in the comments, and I can definitely do that. And I will be sure to explain everything very clearly, because that is obviously important. We're building a gun, it goes bang bang. We want to be safe and do everything safely and make sure we got everything correct. So if that is something you guys want to see, just let me know. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. This is a 13.7. I guess it's kind of a Frankenstein build, which is what I prefer. And that's another thing, guys. If you guys are building, the nice part about it is you can go with whatever parts you want to put on them, obviously. I mean, when you go and you buy a complete gun, most of the time people end up changing stuff out. Usually the trigger, because the triggers that come in most guns for majority, if it's not a higher end gun, are just mil-spec triggers. Maybe you want to run a can and you want to mess with the tuning on it, put a adjustable gas block on there, whatever it is. You guys out there know what I'm talking about, that I've ran into these issues like I have as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. It's a 13.7 Sons of Liberty barrel and bolt carrier group. And then it also has the Sons of Liberty Gunworks Knox 9-port, and it's timed for neutral, pin and welded, because it's a 13.7. Let's get that out there. Which, if you don't understand that, so it's a 13.7 barrel with a muzzle device that is pin and welded to make it that 16 inches overall length. So you can, obviously legally have a 16-inch barrel, and you can put a stock on it and not have to deal with all the brace fiasco that's going on right now, thanks to Sleepy Joe and ATF. So yeah, with that being said, if you guys want to go that route, that will work. And then as far as the handguard, this is a Midwest Industries. This is a 12.65, I believe is what it is. And I love these handguards, and they're pretty cheap, I think, for the money, for what you get. They're very durable. A lot of people say quad rails are dead, and I mean, I beg to differ. They're durable, and if you were to run lasers or anything, this is going to stay true. It's not going to have flex. It's not going to bend as easily as an M-LOK. I'm not crapping on M-LOK. I own a lot of M-LOK, and I like M-LOK, but I do like quad rails as well. Ranger wrap, burn proof. These are nice because, especially on M-LOK, obviously it's a lot thinner material for the most part, and they heat up. This does help quite a bit, I think. And then emissary grip, hand stop, BCM stripped upper when I got it, and Aero Precision stripped lower. And obviously I got all this Cerakoted, the same color. They were just all black. And this is clear and safe, by the way. I wouldn't record a video that was loaded, ever. Geisley 2-stage trigger. Magpul K2 Plus. I like this grip. I like the texture it has. I think over time, once you shoot these, they tend to get a little bit slippery, but it's not horrible, I don't think. Some people disagree and they like just the standard plastic ones with like the little stippling grips on them. And then at the rear, this is a A5 buffer tube, not a carbine. And the difference is this one's longer, and it also has a rifle length spring. It's the green Sprinko with the Voltor A5 buffer. And this one that is in there is the A2. Yeah, A2. A lot of people switch these out because they say it helps a lot with recoil. I mean, it's a 5.56. I don't really notice that much of a difference. I think it makes it a little smoother, not by a huge amount. So if you guys already have just carbine length buffers, don't switch them out just because of this video, because I don't think it's worth it. But if you're doing a build from start, I think it is worth it to go with that setup. And then as far as the stock, it's a Magpul STR. I like these stocks, but I also like the B5 stop mod stocks. I guess it's just kind of on what you guys like. I like both of them, and I own both of them, and I have a lot of time on them. Blue Force Gear Vickers sling. These are like the only slings that I run. I really like these slings. They're durable. They work very well. They have the padding. You can get them without the pad as well. Aimpoint T2 on the Scalar Works 193. I've been getting more into like the heads up shooting, if you will. I do like it, but it also, just like anything else, it has its benefits and it has its cons. But again, I mean, I do like the Aimpoint. I have astigmatism, unfortunately, and if you have one, you know what I'm talking about. It's a crappy situation. So yeah, guys. And then again, I am left-handed, wrong-handed, whatever. So forward controls, bolt catch, and forward controls, ambi-mag release. And I absolutely love forward controls. I think they are worth the extra money. Talon safety selector from Radian Raptor and Talon safety selector. I really like Radian. They make awesome product, I believe. I feel like with the Geisley super charging handle, whatever their charging handle is called, super everything, that one's a really good charging handle as well. I like both of them, but the Geisley is also more money, so I feel like this is a pretty good purchase if you don't want to spend extra money for the Geisley. I don't think there's a huge difference between them. Forward controls, takedown and pivot pins. And as far as that, guys, that's pretty much it. All the internals are also from Forward Controls. I really like that company, and they make very good product. It's kind of like everything else in life. You pay for what you get. And I think when it comes to certain layouts, it's best to spend a little bit more money if your life depends on it. If you can. If you can't, mil spec is fine too. I mean, I'm sure we've all shot the hell out of mil spec. It's really no different. But their kit is more of an enhanced kit, so it's a little better, I guess. I will eventually put a magnifier on this with some flip-up iron sights. And guys, one thing I want to bring up in this video is don't follow the whole trend on, oh, well, he said I had to run an LPVO on this, or, oh, I have to run this with a magnifier. Guys, run with what you are comfortable with. Run what you maneuver best with and what you're most accurate with. You know, I understand going shorter on guns, you're going to lose velocity and accuracy. Everyone knows that. So just go with what you're comfortable with. Build your main rifle for what you intend to use it for, depending on where you live. I know there's a lot of people getting caught up on the internet on, oh, well, I need to run an LPVO with an offset. Not saying that's a bad idea, not saying I wouldn't do it. I will do it. I'm just saying a lot of people are changing their ways of shooting because so many different other people online are doing it. Don't follow the trend if you don't feel like you need to. If you're already shooting good and you feel like you might benefit from putting an LPVO on it, then do it. Or if you already have an LPVO and you feel like you might benefit from a red dot and a magnifier, then do that and try it out and see what you know, shoot better with. That's the most important part, is being able to be, you know, accurate and be able to take shots within reasonable time and distance for what length you have or whatever setup you have. Again, I will put a magnifier on this gun, but I'm not trying to sit here and push out to 600-700 yards with a 13.7 5.56. I'm not trying to do that. I have other guns for that. So that's one thing to consider, guys. Just don't follow the hype on certain things. Follow with what you're comfortable with. Just because someone's doing it on Instagram or whatever, YouTube, doesn't mean you have to do it. So if you guys want links to builds, I can put a link, like I said, in the description of the next video that I come out with. I want to hear feedback. If you guys want to see a full in-depth build on an AR platform gun, then let me know and I will make it happen. And I'm talking the whole thing, the whole gun, because I know when you could post builds on YouTube, which you can't anymore, unfortunately. I know it's ridiculous times right now, but if you guys want any advice on building them, just let me know in the comments and I will get some videos made up to help people. This is something I really want to do. I really want to help people progress in learning and being safe with firearms and not scared because they're either misinformed or they don't have the information. Again, if you guys want to see builds, I will do a full in-depth build slow and take my time and show you guys step by step on how to do it. It's not hard, you guys. It's really just taking your time and just paying attention. It's really not difficult. And for some people, they like to over-exaggerate how complicated it could be to build one, and it's not. You just need the right advice. So if this is something you guys want to see, again, let me know in the comment section down below. And I will eventually put a flashlight on this. So there's obviously stuff I have to do to this gun still. I just finished it. I just want to do a review on it because I think it's a pretty cool gun and it shoots great. And I believe I already said Geisley 2-stage trigger in here. And that's the SSAE. So, yeah, guys.